Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Abhishree and I'm back with CodXCrypt with another video on DevRelCon, which is a very fancy word for none other than developer relations. So developer relations on the surface is sort of a symbiotic relationship between organizations and software developers, wherein they both help each other out so that overall there is benefit for both the sides of parties and they both are nurturing each other. Now, how does this benefit and nurturing happen? It takes place through strategies and tactics which helps companies understand what software engineers want, but also help software engineers to incorporate themselves into a corporate environment and work for the betterment of the company which they're a part of. Establishing a developer relationship helps in various aspects that contributes towards the betterment of an organization. Number one, adoption. So the basic agenda behind adoption is that the company wants more developers to use their product and come up with new ideas and technologies. Number two is product building. So basically the organization, it actually relies on a community of developers to build up their technology. Most of the time it's open source because it's open for everyone. Number three is a product market fit. So when the company understands the developer's needs and desires, then the company alters its product so that it can cater to them, which in turn would determine how successful the product is. Moving on is developer enablement. So by providing the education, tools, and infrastructure that developers need to use a product once the employer has adopted to it would help the organization. Moving on is developer perception. Now this is really important because it could be a potential barrier to the success of the product if the developer who will be using it is not able to have a connection or a good perception of it in the ways how the product can help him in his development journey. Moving on is hiring. Now, this is one of the major key factors because any organization would want to improve its employer's brand so that more and more developers are attracted to it and they realize that they need to be hired by the particular organization. So a developer relation has four major pillars for a successful establishment of it, which is marketing, enablement, community, and advocacy. Marketing deals with understanding who the target developer is and what the product they are targeting for, and then using this information to make a concrete decision. Enablement is basically providing all of the tools and necessities to the developers so that he could have a successful developing journey with the product. Number three being advocacy. This acts as a champion to conduit between the developers and the organization. And number four, and the most important one, is the community. Now, creating and maintaining an ongoing process in which developers pursue a common goal leads to the development to a very contributing community, a very successful and a good community, which in turn would help the product and the organization. Now, all of these four pillars work together and work along with each other, which overall enhances the relationship between an organization and the developers that it values the most. Now, every relation has responsibilities and developer relation is just the same. Number one is vertically integrated DevRel. Now, a single department or team, it takes care of every aspect of a developer's engagement with the product or the company, and it collaborates with only specialist departments such as in engineering or marketing where there is actually a beneficial overlap. Number two is core DevRel. The developer relation department takes care of those functions which wouldn't happen otherwise, which could be a community, but it also leaves other aspects to specialized teams, for example, engineering, marketing, and product. Number 3 is company-wide DevRel. Now, there isn't a specific team or department for developer relations, but DevRel helps throughout the company for the betterment of it. Now, there's a common toolkit or tactics that various DevRel practitioners use. Number 1 being developer marketing, which is one of the 4 pillars of a DevRel. This pillar includes content creation, placement, distribution, events with having sponsorships, speaking, attending, organization, advertisements, and other paid campaigns. Also, it includes competitive and market research. Second pillar being enablement deals with the developer's education, which could be in the form of documentation, tutorials, the developer's experience, which could be maybe an API design, reference app, or some sample code to help him out. And the most important being the support and developer's success. Now, the third pillar, which is advocacy, it basically includes number 1 being acting as the public face of the technology. It could be Twitch streaming, video production, maybe creating promotional and educational material, or it could also be as simple as speaking at events, or it could be interacting directly with developers through social medias or in forums. The fourth pillar being community is one of the most important pillars in this tactic or in this DevRel, and it basically includes providing and moderating forums or maybe chats or other communicating mediums to increase the scope of networking for the developers to maybe help each other out, solve each other's doubts, come up with better technology or better use of the product. It could also include organizing championships or maybe hackathons so that the participation increases and the product is being used more widely and flexibly. To sum it up, it basically includes a process which enables people to meet their needs and also help in the overall development of the community altogether. Now, the most important part is the schedule of the event. 5th June is the DevRelCon Tokyo, which is an online event, and the link to participate is right there on your screens. The second cohort is on 8th to 10th of November, which again, the participation link is right there on your screen, and please do get yourself registered. And if you have any doubts regarding a DevRel or maybe any questions, please feel free to comment down below and we'll get back to them and solve your doubts as soon as possible. Bye.